Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Shakes off the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the grab. That's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Line is set on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Let's see what they do on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Release to the back. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Try to impose their running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. He put 2 touchdowns on the board and breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Smalls. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They are up by 7 over Sam Houston. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Badgers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Badgers are marching down the field. To the air, first down. Quick strike complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. They want to get this defense on its heels. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Fires toward the target. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally
turning it on. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Badgers want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Penn don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Swings it out to his running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll immediately call timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Harris back to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Finally, now the fans can get a little bit excited. This offense hasn't done anything. 0 points in the game. Finally completes the big pass down the field, makes the big game.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him as soon as he could.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Punt is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds.
I don't know what the fuck you fed these niggas before the game. Nigga, my O-line can't fuck with your D-line. My D-line can't fuck with your O-line. This shit is ridiculous.
28-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Harris back to pass. Got a man. It's Smalls. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Past the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.